Hello, thrifty people. I am out at one of the parks today. Some of the getting some good wind gusts. So I don't know how much that wind is going to pick up on the audio. I may end up having to go in and dub over this, but I wanted to go ahead and show you some of the beauty of Colorado and show you some of the things I've thrifted here in beautiful Colorado. As long as the wind doesn't blow me away. So, let me, here we go. Okay, so let me show you some stuff because I'm going to move the camera just a little bit closer to me. Oh goodness. It was so warm yesterday. I wish we'd have gotten a chance to go out yesterday. It was near 80 and it was just lovely out. And then a little front moved in last night with some rain, and today we're just it's sunny and bright, which usually helps with, it can be 50 degrees here, and as long as the sun is shining, it's magnificent. But when you get that wind going, it just brings everything down. I put the scarf over my head so my hair wouldn't, because it drives me crazy if my hair blows in my face. So sorry if I look a little silly here. I'm okay with it. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead. You can see the beautiful water behind us and some of the mountains. So the thrift store that I like to go to is one of the ARC stores here in Colorado, which is a Colorado chain. And depending on where you go and thrift, the prices can be, or they can be, wow, that's good, that's good. Well, the one that I go to regularly, I found it's definitely a honey hole. It's my place. That wind is something. Anyway, you can almost hear it singing over the You can hear that blowing over the opening of the pot. This lovely salt glazed, you can see the salt glaze, and it is a jug, right? But what surprised me is that it's Stengel. I didn't know that Stengel did salt glazed pottery. And it's a nice sized little jug. That is such, that is a really good find. And $3.99. The weird part about this is when I was checking out, the girl picked up the jug and asked the manager to price it because she couldn't find a price tag. Price tag was right there. They sold it to me for $1.99. Okay. It's not like I'm anybody they know or anything. It just happened. I'm alright with that. So, Stengel salt glazed jug. Good find. This is something I found at that same thrift store. You see His shape is so cool. See that? This is Mexican pottery. It is the black glaze pottery. You can see like the color of the glaze on the inside is black. So this is known as barro negro, which is black clay or black soil. And it is one of my favorite types of Mexican pottery. This one is unsigned. I have found 2 small pieces that were signed, and then one larger piece that is also a cat, but it's a cat that's curled up and sleeping, and it is decorated with the has the diamond shaped patterns on it, but it's done in black and green, which is my husband's favorite color. And I bought that one in honor of our oldest cat that had passed away. But then, and I paid close to $40 for that at the antique mall, and it was just meant to be a memorial. So I was okay with not paying that for that piece. But I found this for $12. And I know sometime back, Crazy Lamp Lady won a bunch of these black pottery cats, these Mexican black pottery cats at auction, and she was excited for them because they are worth quite a bit. I don't know how much he's worth unsigned. I did try to do a little research on him, and the sculpt, like this mold, is unusual. It doesn't show up. So I think I have something a little bit rare, even though it's not signed. And I think it's older, just because of the shape. It's kind of, I think it is an older piece. Kick. So 1970s. I got this little guy. I paid $5 for him. He reminds me of my cat Pippin. He's in excellent condition. I haven't cleaned him up or anything. There's like a little scuff marks and stuff, but I mean, if you think about it, he's in his 50s. He can be scuffed. But he is cute. I love him. So he'll probably be coming to a sale. He's got a good size on him too. Okay, so there's this thrift store here in Colorado called Mile High Thrifts. And I had been in one here that's in the southern part of Denver, in Littleton. But it was on a weekend and it was crazy. So I didn't do much shopping. I just looked through it because I was kind of in awe. And then I went to visit Marguerite Garcia, who is one of our subscribers, and she lives up in Thornton, and I passed another Mile High Thrift up there. So after visiting with her on the way home, I stopped in because it was a weekday. It was still busy, but there were some good finds in there. As I was walking through, because I'd looked through all the hard goods and everything that I was interested in, and then I was passing the other side of the store in the furniture section to go to the jewelry, and found this sitting on a table, like somebody had changed their mind about it and just set it down there. Paid $3.99 for it. It has the polished bottom. It has, and you can see the scuff marks, like it's been it's been used. It has some age to it. It's not marked Murano, but it has the quality and the weight and the feel and the style of Murano. So it may or may not be a Murano glass, but it feels like it. And when I put the black light on it, I got a bit of glow off of this on the outer. The blue glass is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like it's clear on the outside, and this base is definitely clear, and that base glowed. But the inside is more of the blue, and it didn't glow. So the clear glass on the outside picked up in the black light and gave me a glow. That's exciting. I like that. So that's going to be coming up in an upcoming sale. I'll have this to offer. So I was there the other day and picked up a couple of things. It wasn't my regular day to go in or my regular time, but I found a couple of nice pieces, and then I went over to check the case, you know, because sometimes they'll have something in the case that has the color of the sale. So I wanted to see what was over there, and I saw what I believe to be Fenton. It didn't have the color tag that was on sale, but it had a $20 price on it. And so I asked them, because I was like, would you come over and unlock this case for me and let me see the piece? And they pulled it out, and it's Fenton. It's Burmese glass. It's the pink and green. Right, and it's that frosted, that beautiful frosted. It's painted beautifully. I love that butterfly. But it's also signed, and that's S. Davis, which stands for Sunday Davis, and it's numbered. So 1811 out of 2950. And the Fenton sticker, the Fenton mark is there, and then the embossed mark is, where's it at? Right here. Right here. So that is going to be coming in an upcoming sale. It's in excellent condition. It is perfect. You hear the Canadian geese. So I'm excited for this. That same day, they were on a bottom shelf in a bag marked $1.99. They have their wicks intact, and they still have their makers on there, which I rarely see those. $1.99. This and the Fenton same day. Now I'm starting to feel like some of the rest of the things I have to show you aren't going to be as epic. But I picked up this set of salt and pepper shakers They're vintage Jimco, but I liked that they had those tops on there, which I thought was really cool. So, real 70s vibe. Oh, this was a good little find. This beautiful piece of wood is a kaleidoscope. See that? It's a handmade kaleidoscope, which I thought was fantastic. It does have like a little knot right here, but it's gorgeous and it's signed by the artist. Also found this at the Ark the same day as the Fenton and the candles. Its little top is intact. It's iridescent. It's beautiful. It has the stopper. And I found the second one. Under a couple other things, so I'll show you the next one when I get to it. This came from Mile High Thrift. Nope, I was wrong. This came from Ark. Same day with the Fenton. He was just cute. Grabbed him off the shelf. His feathers, the tops up here are brown, like that golden brown, right? But the feathers here are purple and iridescent, and they're pretty. And he's got like his little feet. But he also has this part sticking out to help if he's sitting. And I had to have him. He's precious. He still has a maker's tag on him too, but it doesn't say from where he's from. I went to a yard sale, estate sale, a week or so ago across town over in Aurora, and that's like all the way on the other side of town from me. I'm in Lakewood, which is near the west, near the Front Range where the mountains are here, and Aurora is all the way to the east side of Denver. But this lady had a fantastic sale, and I picked up this. See that Santini mark? They're made in Italy. Santini is a known sculptor. Now, this is resin or a composite. It needs cleaned. It's got little schmutz in its crevices, but the lady told me her dad collected owls, and this thing is in excellent shape. And this is a high-end resin. This is a collectible piece. I've had statuary that I've bought from this company, and not bought from this company. I apologize for that. I owned a piece of this that was thrifted back in when I still lived in Ohio, and basically everything that I had when I lived in Ohio was thrown out when I came to Texas. I didn't get. It was a weird roommate situation that I regret, but so I lost like almost all my belongings. And when I tried to replace that statue and I look on eBay, they're like $80. and they run in that range, and then they're heavy, so the shipping is a little bit. So I haven't replaced that statue, but so when I came across the same maker, I was excited. And it's this real funky owl. Isn't he incredible? Look at him. I love him. I love him. And he has a little partner. Let me see if I can dig him out. So, same company with the sticker intact. And see, it's just like the little group setting. And they are signed. So there's a signature there. And the signature there. So these are good pieces, they are. Like if you're out thrifting and you see something by Santini and it's in good condition, pick it up. Crane from Mile High Thrift. He didn't have a partner, but he's beautifully done. I like the base that he's on. He's standing over a little stump. He's a really neat piece. I wish the other crane had been there, but he was worth picking up, so I grabbed him. Also got this, it's a spoon rest. It's not very old, it's a spoon rest. It is from August Ceramics, but it looks like a chubby pippin, so I had to pick that up. I don't know yet if I'm gonna sell it or keep it, but I wanted to show you a little chubby pippin spoon rest. This was in a bag with some Mexican pieces, which I'll show you momentarily. Well, I actually don't know if it's metal or ceramic. I feel like it might be metal, but it's enamel. It's painted enamel. And it's neat. Like, it was in a bag with other stuff, but I thought it still had some. It was still worthwhile. So this wasn't in the bag, but it's like I picked up this bag and then I went over at ARC, and then I went over to Goodwill around the corner, essentially, and there was this cat which matched the wood piece that I found in the group in the bag. I love him. He's great. I don't have a maker's mark on him. There are some places where the paint sort of split. If you can see that. And then on the face, a little bit. A little bit. You can see it in there. But he's so neat. I like him a lot. So, little Mexican pottery cat. I also got this Laurel Birch dish. It has a really pretty floral design on the inside, elevated over 50 ornaments. It's more floral birch on the back. Right? But Laurel Birch does cats really well. I also found a backpack, and I didn't buy it, and I'm feeling like now that I have this dish, I should have grabbed that backpack. If it's there Monday when I go back, I will probably pick it up. But it's a little kitty dish. I mean, you could even use it as a little kitty bowl. You know, a little kitty food bowl if you wanted something fancy to feed your cats out of. I got another owl. This is from Mile High Thrift. This is a paper mache, but it's a heavier, denser paper mache. It's like, I wish the maker's tag was still intact. But I feel like it's vintage. It's made well. It's not a bank. It's just a nice little statue. And you can tell it's paper mache because you can kind of push in on it, which I don't want to do too much. I don't want to crack the paint. But it's so nicely done, and I love the funky old owls. Now this is the wooden cat that was in with the apple and a couple other things in that bag. See, this came from the Ark, and this came from the Goodwill. So, I like this. It's that wood folk art. I've been wanting to find one of those. Finally did. I have crossed a lot of things off my thrifting bucket list from this Ark store. So my husband wanted to be an archaeologist when he was younger, and he's been into ancient cultures, Egyptian, especially Egyptian stuff, for a very long time. And I came across this at the Goodwill. It is an embossed leather piece. See the embossing? It's nicely done, right? But then these are all coasters, leather wrapped embossed coasters, and they each have a different Egyptian god. So, I don't know if hubby wants to keep them. If he doesn't want to keep them, then I will have them up for sale, but I wanted to give him a chance first to see if he wanted them. So he inspired me to pick them up, and I thought they were interesting and very cool. So this little guy was also in the bag with the wooden cat. I love him. He's a little wood carving too, and he's signed, but you can't. There's sort of a signature of some sort and a number. I don't know, but he's neat. He's got his little hat. Just a little wooden note. love the donkey and cart planters. And I haven't picked up, I've only found one other one. But I was at the antique mall the other day and I found this one. He is made in Japan. He's high stepping, you see that? And the cart has 2 sections, which are cool. I like him a lot. So I grabbed him. And I might offer him up for sale, or I might keep him because I like him. I think this is the last piece that I have tucked down in here. And it's the other perfume bottle that I found. And it's iridescent. There's no maker's mark, it's not signed, but it's beautiful, it's well made, and it'll be coming up in one of my live sales very soon, either probably on my Saturday morning sale with Angela. You'll see a lot of these. So in the meantime, enjoy where you are, make the most of it, stay thrifty, my friends.